So we're gonna talk about that Better Beeve and Smith. Light heavyweight action. I really don't have a poor opinion of Joe Smith. He's been very inactive. He kind of went life or death with Jesse Hart, So I know he's got the power allegedly, but I don't know. Better Beeve. We wanted him against Bivol, or maybe people don't even know who Better Beef is. Maybe just us hardcore. So what do you think about this fight?
I'm gonna be. I actually like this fight. I like this fight because, to be truthfully honest, Better Beef is not how he used to be. His last fight, he struggled, but he ended up knocking him out. But it was a struggle. You know what I mean? So and Joe Smith is Joe Smith. He's a blue collar worker, Jack, and that's how he works in the ring. You know what I mean? He's gonna always be coming. Now I'm gonna tell you the good thing about this for Joe Smith. It's in his hometown. It's in New York. Yeah. He gonna have everybody out there screaming for him because everybody loves a success story. So he's gonna be able to strive off of that energy and everything. But Better Beef is the better fighter. He's definitely the better fighter. And I think the fight is going to be good for as long as it lasts. Now, we haven't seen Joe Smith knocked out. You know what I mean? But if it was a time for it to happen, this fight could happen in this fight. So I think for anything we're gonna have a good fight. I really think we're gonna definitely have a good fight. I feel though that Better Beef, I don't know if he was just having a bad day on his last fight or what. You know what I mean? I know he's getting up there in age a little bit, but he should beat Joe Smith. And I think it's going to be a real good fight as long as it lasts. That's somebody getting stopped.
What do you think that Smith has to do to avoid that power? I mean, the obvious is not get hit, but what can he do to kind of mitigate Better Beef's perceived power, or is that kind of the myth, when it comes to Better Beef's power? Does he have more than power? Like what's the difference maker between these two guys?
I'm gonna be honest. I think he's gonna have to really get into his wheelhouse. He's gonna have to get directly in his chest. If he can get in there and fight there, you know what I mean? And go to the body and things of that nature. It's kind of, you can neutralize those big shots if you right there smuggling them. You see what I'm saying? Make it a dog fight. Make it an ugly fight. That's what I'm thinking he would have to do. If he makes it an ugly fight, don't allow Better Beef to think, just jump on him.
And Marcus Brown laid that blueprint. He just kind of wasn't, pardon me, I don't want to say tough or strong enough. He didn't, he's more of a boxer.
Right.
So he couldn't get dirty. He couldn't get gritty. And maybe that, that blue collar background that Smith got, you know what I'm saying? Like he's going to be ready to bring his hard hat, as they say, right?
Come in there and put your head on the forehead on his chest.
And work, get up under there, right?
Yeah, I mean, but that's the good as we got this weekend. That's definitely as good as we got. We got spoiled a couple of weekends ago, so.
And what do you think of the Charlo fight not happening though? What do you make of that? I think it's because of the guy got hurt or something.
No, they say Charlo back hurt.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm gonna be honest, man. It seems like these days, when it ain't a fight that nobody want to see. Seems like they scrapping them now, by just saying that they hurt. You know what I mean? You got Demetrius Andre just said he hurt. You got Charlo say, and then it's always a part that you really can't verify.
Yeah.
He says it's back. You know what I'm saying? But the other day I seen him in the truck and he's like, well, like I said, that's my conspiracy theory shit again, man. But that seems like that's the new when you don't want to fight. Not to say it's a duck, you know what I'm saying, but ain't nobody talking about the fight.
And so let me ask you, that's a good point. Before we get, I know we said we was going to get up out of here, but I got to
I'm good. Do your thing.
yeah. So that word, the difference, avoid and duck, because there's a subtle difference.
It's different.
And I think maybe what could have happened, I'm gonna join you in this conspiracy. We're gonna put our tinfoil hats on. He heard that we said he fighting who? We can't even pronounce this Joker's last name, let alone recognize him enough to want to pronounce his name like a Beevol or a better Beeve or so, right? They heard the rumblings, backed out of the fight, and I think that's a better fit for the word avoid. I think duck is based on the fear of the loss, the fear of the opponent, and along that nature. What do you think about that? The terms when we use them as boxing fans?
You know what? And there is some terms, and there is some things that happen like that. You know, because sometimes you just got to scrap it because people just not feeling it. What Canelo said, who is Selecki?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't even call him a gatekeeper. You know what I mean? But you know, I mean, he can fight. I ain't taking that from him. But Charlo would have dirted him. You know, that would have been, you know, he would have put him in the dirt, man, for sure. So, but when it comes to the terminology, you know, you got avoid. Well, sometimes, you know, we can't even use avoid. We have not now. You know what I mean?
It's not ready.
Not ready. It's still cooking. It's still cooking. So it make you look like you ducking.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna tell you, who's good with cooking? Mayweather Promotion. And when I'm saying not cooking, like, you know, faking a fight or anything like that, but allowing for Tank to brew. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They know the blueprint. They know what they're doing. You see what I'm saying? And whatever they're doing is working. Because he's packing them wherever he go.
Special fighter.
Yeah, but they got him brewing though. You see what I'm saying? You know, where they didn't rush him. You know, when everybody was talking Loma, Floyd was like, no. That fight ain't ready yet.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna get the money we want for it yet. You know what I mean? So you got that not now. Then when you avoid a fighter, I think that's the avoid is more of a high risk, low reward.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know I can beat him, but why should I even fight him if I ain't gonna get paid for it? You see what I'm saying? How does this help my career? And that's what it's all about, self-preservation. How is this helping my career? And if you can't figure out 3 things for how this is going to help your career, why do it? That's just like when they're telling Thurman to fight Jerron Ennis. What is he getting? Okay, let's say that the good thing, he might whip Ennis' ass, and that's a very teeny might. Mm-hmm. I feel though that the physicalities and the mindset this kid has and the tenacity that he has, Keith ain't at that level mentally anymore.
Yeah.
Anymore. You know, you caught that young Keith, HBO Keith, you know what I mean? Yeah, we might have had a rumble. But you got to keep in mind, a 41-year-old man put him on his ass.
Yeah.
What do you think what's this kid, 23?
23 years old.
Tall, lanky, can move, can do it all.
And too dumb, like, and pardon the expression, you know, like they too dumb to lose. Like they too dumb to get hurt. Because they so excited, they so determined, they so strong.
Yeah, he's a kid, and he having fun. This fun for him.
Yeah.
This fun.
See, and Keith is thinking about losing. Right. And that's why he wouldn't take the fight. You can't be in there.
What is this going to do for my career?
And what might this woman think? You know?
Yeah. So, I mean, at this point, Keith needs to take the biggest fight he can get.
Yeah, cash out. I like to call them cash out fights.
Get the biggest fight you can get right now.
And so since they put Mario Barrios on pay-per-view with Keith, I think he'd owe us get his ass on pay-per-view with Boots, do it on the East Coast. You know, because Philly will travel for Boots. You know, I'm not saying they won't come out to Vegas, but hell, if he a Florida boy, bring him to Atlanta. Try to see what Boots do in Atlanta. You know, but cash out or do it on Showtime pay-per-view.
He said he want 10 million. Where the money gonna come from?
I got a stack for him. We put something together. I go holler at some people.
That's a fantasy fight. We're not gonna see that one either, bro.
Oh damn.
We're not gonna see that fight, man. I told you, Ennis is not gonna be able to see anybody in that elite level. I mean, we would love to see it. I mean, now, unless we just get some cocky shit going. Let's say that Spence or Crawford, either one of them win, and Ennis get to talking that smack. Them some ego boys. You know what I'm saying? And then after just beating either one of them, beating each other, they're gonna feel like they're on top of the world. You know what I mean?
You know the sad part about it, that is even the person, and I'm gonna use the L word, but the person that doesn't win that fight would still be a great lesson for Boots.
Oh yeah.
But I think, like you said, the ego part would make him say, I ain't fighting him. I don't know in either direction, but I think for Boots, it would be to his advantage. Like, for example, if Boots could get a hold of Pacquiao just for shits and giggles. I mean, I think he'd hurt Pacquiao personally, but just for the name.
They're not gonna do that.
No, of course they don't want to. They don't want to hurt the guy. You know, he's still got a job. He's still a senator. You know, man still got to eat and take care of his kids and things. Yeah. But you get what I'm saying? Like the person that doesn't end up winning that fight, because sometimes we throw these guys away just because they lose that but they still got so much credibility, still so much tread on the tire, man.
Yeah, but the type of fight that we're gonna get from them, that we think we're gonna get from them, you can't throw either of them away. That because we're gonna get Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier.
Somebody got to lose.
Yeah, but they still both won because people still wanted to see that fight again. And I think when they negotiate this, it's gonna be a 2-part deal.
Gotta be.
I think it's got to be a mandatory rematch either way, just because it's going to be that good of a fight. Trust me, they know what type of fight we going to get. I'm going to tell you, the fight start whoever get hit in the mouth first.
Yeah. This could be Leonard Hearns.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Explosive, crazy, skills, everything, all in one.
I'm talking about Leonard Hearns 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where it went what, 15?
15. Boy, you guys just don't know. We got an extra 3 rounds of beautiful violence from these guys. God bless their soul.
And I think with that 15th round, Ray stopped him.
Yeah.
In the 15th.
In the 15th.
I'm telling you, the boy, you supposed to be dead dog tired by then.
He was good again. Can you imagine? He was kind of out of it by the 13th. Came through it, you know, in the 14th, and in the final round, it was like, what more do you want this man to do?
Another gear.
Yeah. And then win another again. I think he got robbed personally. You know what I'm saying? Because my heart was picking with Hearns. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like he won the second fight. I feel like he got robbed.
Yeah, he definitely won the second fight. He said Ray whispered in his ear, "You won this." Yeah, man.
Legendary, man.
Yeah, I mean, whoo, and been able to be back there and seen that, man. You know what I'm saying? That's when we were seeing the best fighting, the best. Duran, Hearns, Hagler, all of them was getting it in.
No hesitation.
None. They was rumbling. They was rumbling, man, and they was making unheard of money. You know.
So it's crazy how these guys complain so much now about the money, because like you said, a guy like Sugar Ray Leonard, and I know other opportunities, he's very well off, been well off. You know, Hagler was so well off, he was so pissed off, he didn't even want to come back. Had a second career as an actor, a bunch of spaghetti westerns in Italy. Go look it up, people. The beautiful, the wonderful, marvelous Marvin Hagler. Tommy Hearns, he was that guy. He brought a lot of that essence, and he was still fighting and still being a draw. You know, Duran, he kind of went out a little bit more quietly, but he ain't go out like no poor man. He went out very, very well.
Only one that took a hit was Hearns.
Yeah, he took the biggest hit.
Yeah, he didn't have no money.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't have no money. Yeah, and he also physically took a hit too.
The wars.
Yeah.
Him and Hagler, and then him and then Leonard, and then him and Durant. Every once he got to that level with them guys, it's like he threw his Olympic pedigree out the window and just started just going crazy.
Let's fight.
Yeah.
Man, come on now. The best 3 rounds in boxing
ever.
Him and Hagler.
Ever.
Oh my goodness. Them boys, man, if Spence and Crawford can give me half of that, them boys was rumbling.
I'll be a happy man to live to tell people. And that's the kind of fight I'd have my kids watching and just say, listen, I know you got your thing. If you like football, you like your taekwondo, but listen, man, it's a piece of history, son. I need you to sit down and watch this. And maybe one day you'll get it, but this is something you need to see.
This is a classic. This is a classic. Because both of them in their prime. You know what I mean? They both badass. They both got tempers. And they both cocky as hell and ego. Either one of them have a inkling of a doubt that they can't beat the other one.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So when you put TNT together, you're going to get a big bang. It's impossible not to. We're not going to get Pacquiao and Mayweather. We're not getting that.
No.
We're not getting that. Because I'm going to tell you, what your boy Spence say, he say, if I ever to lose, the person definitely going to know he been in a fight.
And you got to believe him.
Right. He put on his social media the other day, kill or be killed. That's his only 2 options, he's saying. Kill or be killed. So if they going in there with mind frames like that, these niggas both of them like running up the side of hills and doing this Rocky stuff, and they both working out. So we know it's about to happen. Because when you see the athletes working out and nothing's been called, oh, you know, their handlers already said, start training.
Start training. Be ready. They're going to announce this soon. We got the press run. Be ready.
Don't be caught with your pants down. Start training. You know, so, I mean, we keep circling back to that, boy, because that's the one.
Hey, man, and listen, this is going to be the one. I want to thank you for having me, having the opportunity, getting out here and sharing some of this. And listen, I tell all my guests, but I mean this one, man, you got to come back because you see how just the history of it even still tell us how it's going to move forward. We took it back to the previous kings, the previous generation of kings, in order to see what this is going to look like. And we ain't going to stop talking about it till it happens. So I'm going to need you to come back, and we both going to have to come back and stand on what we said.
Oh, yeah. Oh, either way, it's going to be a good talk, and it don't even make no difference. You know what I mean? It's good that we on 2 different teams, because it'd be boring if we were on the same team. But, you know, and the thing about it is, it's a beautiful thing, man. You know what I mean? We ain't got to get distasteful about it. You know what I mean? We can talk about it, put it out there, have fun with it, and can't wait to see it. Because it ain't that heavy where you got to be cussing each other out and this, that. None of y'all get none of that money.
Nope.
So why are you so that involved where you want to call people names in the chat and do all this distasteful stuff and everything? It ain't that heavy. They ain't giving you 1 penny.
Not a red cent.
You know what? And they say that the First Amendment is freedom of speech. So you entitled to yours, and I'm entitled to mine. And respect mine, and I respect yours. And that's what these young fellas got to learn, man. It ain't that heavy. It ain't that heavy. You know, all these keyboard gangsters and everything.
They get some statistics and they watched a few videos, or they watch somebody talk about a fighter, and that becomes the gospel. They don't have the years of experience, the understanding of the sport, the nuances of what it takes to be a professional in life, let alone professional fighter. but somehow, my brother, they got it all figured out, and we don't know as much,
Hey, and that's okay, because they have the right to feel like that too. And I'm all right with that. You know what I mean? Some gonna listen to us, some ain't. Some gonna come back because they can't stand what we say.
Yeah, yeah.
But you know, something deep down in them, like, you know what? Them old heads know what they talking about.
You gotta earn this one, fellas.
Oh, man.
You got to earn that, man. You got to earn it, man.
They don't want to see it, boy. But listen here, man. It was truly a pleasure, bro. We must do this again. You know what I mean? And, you know, definitely at least do it once a week, man, because we both got a lot of knowledge, and the only way you keep it unless you give it away.
Hey, you told me before we started, man, iron sharpens iron, man. And I'm trying to get sharp, man. And again, thank you for joining me. We will connect. Have a great weekend. And matter of fact, we might need to talk about what happens after this Better Be fight, my brother. So you make sure, and y'all make sure to go check out Hardcore Boxing News 50 on Instagram. I'm telling you, got me in the game, got my feet wet, picked up my first pack with this brother and got right. Now I'm in the game. You see where I'm at now, and I got close to the plug, man, because boxing is truly so beautiful, bringing us together in this way, man. So thank you, brother.
The pleasure was mine, bro. You family, have a good weekend, okay?
And on that, man, I'm gonna take us out. Peace.
All right, bro.